Well, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, from Winchester Elementary School at the high school gymnasium here, as it is night number 4 of the Winchester Invitational Tournament. Brian Shoemaker, Jack Hall, John Hull on your broadcast team here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. We've got another trio of great games for you here as we start to whittle this bracket down just a little bit and get into the later nights of the tournament. 3 games on the slate for you here tonight. Coming up at 5:30, it's a consolation quarterfinal game between Payson and Pleasant Hill. We'll follow that up at 7 o'clock with Carrollton taking on Camp Point Central. Our championship quarterfinal scheduled to go at 8:30 tonight. It'll be the Greenfield Northwestern Tigers taking on the Liberty Eagles in what should be a really fun contest here this evening. We'll step aside for a break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we get back, we'll get you ready for the Indians and the Wolves. Don't go anywhere. It's high school basketball here on Central Illinois Sports.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Okay, would you rather get your presents Christmas morning or in February? That is the difference with Cascom. I'm Casey French, and we offer Santa Speed service at nice list prices. 1 gig of service for new customers for just $99.95 for 6 months, or existing customers can upgrade $109.95 for 6 months. And for a little more holiday cheer, how about free installation? Cascom, 1-800-252-1799. Merry Christmas, and may all your presents arrive Christmas morning.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week. Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, Jack, a couple of teams here tonight in the consolation quarterfinal. Payson Seymour almost pulled off a pretty big upset in the opening round, a 44-41 loss to the West Central Cougars. Pleasant Hill faced a lopsided defeat to Brown County, 75-33. But this Payson Seymour team, Jack, a lot of pieces to like here for Tyler Dushinsky so far.
Well, when you play Payson, you need to realize they've got 3 or 4 guys that can light it up behind the arc any night. And I mean, if your name is Swartz, you can shoot the 3 when you're born, I think. And they just came within a whisker of pulling off one of the bigger upsets that we've seen in this tournament. But Nick Hamilton saved the day for the West Central Cougars, and last night he hit that shot and it didn't really mean anything, but it was exactly the same spot and exploded the crowd. On the Pleasant Hill side, though, Pleasant Hill went to Meridosha and played Triopia the other night to a 4-point ball game. I was talking to Ronnie Edwards before the game, and he said, we always seem to have that quarter that kind of shoots us in the foot, and then we'll lose by a little bit. But a lot of that's just continuity of basketball. These kids have been more football players, and they got to kind of get in the basketball realm. But they're always dangerous because they're going to give you everything they got all the time.
This team from Pleasant Hill has a lot of athleticism, and if you talk to some of the locals down on the south end of Pike County, they really like the effort that this squad puts forth. They are a tough out most nights, night in and night out. They're going to cause problems here, and with the up and down pace that Payson likes to play, if they are not in rhythm early, these Wolves might be able to keep up for just a little bit, Jack.
And I've got to ask Kent Coldis, have they ever had a team that had two sets of twins on the same team? And, if you get in foul trouble, you switch jerseys at halftime and you just work things out, right?
They just work it out however we can. We'll step aside for another break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, more pregame coverage here from Winchester. It's the Winchester Invitational Tournament on Central Illinois Sports.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Before I started at DOT, like a real low point in my life, I just lost my house and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school, they'll pay for your CDLs. I applied and ever since then I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
Consolation quarterfinal action, Payson and Pleasant Hill tonight. And we're glad you've joined us for the opening game of 3 coming your way. 2 consolation quarterfinals, and then we'll have that championship quarterfinal game tonight between Greenfield, Northwestern, and Liberty in what we think will be a dandy contest. Quite honestly, I think Carrollton and Camp Point Central will be a dogfight too. Very physical teams, and we'll see how things go here. Payson, highly favored in this game, and quite honestly, this Payson team could have been rated anywhere from probably 5th to 11th. They just have had some hard luck games early in the season. But Tyler Dushinsky's got a team over and over each year where they seem to lose 7 or 8 and then win 10 in a row.
Well, they're just a very off and on team. We've seen nights like at Mendon Unity, where they just shot very poorly for about 3 quarters against the Mustangs, rallied from 16 down, and made it a contest where they had an opportunity to win on a half-court heave at the buzzer. 2 weeks later, we see a much more balanced, much more polished team that defeats Mendon Unity in the championship of the MVIT. We've seen nights where they come opening the season at the Saki Turkey tournament, Jack, knocking down a bunch of three-pointers. But again, a lot of this runs through Blake Schwartz and Lane Barker. If those two are on to start, the rest of the team usually follows.
Payson and Griggsville Perry, to me, are fairly similar teams. A couple of teams that on any given night, they'll beat Illini West and then turn around and lose to a Carrollton. And you just don't understand it. But they're doing everything they can do. And I believe Nicholas Boone may be one of the most improved basketball players in downstate Illinois.
I tell you what, if you saw Nick Boone last season to this season, and obviously a kid who admittedly only started really playing basketball last year as a junior, has much better control of his body. He is a beast inside. He'll pull down about 7 boards for this team, but he does not play a ton of minutes, Jack, and he's a real force inside and a fan favorite for Payson Seymour. He starts, he gets on the floor. You hear his name out in the court. They like him a lot.
Tyler Dushinsky told me, he said, you haven't seen Nick play the games that he's been able to play. And I said, well, I look forward to those. And he's just a good young man. And I like to see that football transition to basketball in some of the non-football schools and how much of a difference it can make.
We'll step aside for one last break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank. Locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. We'll step aside and come back with the Farm and Home starting lineups here from the Winchester Invitational Tournament. Don't go anywhere.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
Meet water's bubblier and more energetic best friend, Bubbler. Say cheese. With antioxidants, natural caffeine, and 0 grams of sugar, Bubbler has benefits in each bubble.
9 million Americans suffer from.
Life is full of bad surprises, like interrupted broadcasts, or you get a flat tire.
I got the inflator. I'm on my way.
Maybe your dog chews up your boots.
This is a chew toy. This is not.
Or you run out of toilet paper.
It's coming through.
Or you hit a deer. But not every surprise is bad, like being able to find everything you need in one place. Your local Farm and Home Supply.
No other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Time for tonight's Farm and Home starting lineups. Farm and Home, no place like it. Get your snacks, hoodies, power tools, lawn chairs, and all of your winter weather supplies at your local Farm and Home Supply. With tonight's starting lineups, here's Mr. Jack Hull.
Well, as we take a look at the visiting team, the Pleasant Hill Wolves, Ryan Lowe, their head coach, 3-8 on the season. Ron Edwards, Bryce Hubbard help him out along the way. They'll start Brody Dolbeer, a 3-year starter, 6-foot senior at a forward. And then Levi Barnes, the 5'8 sophomore, gets a start at guard. Bing Lowe, one of the Lowe twins, a 5'10 sophomore guard. Lane Hubbard is the 6'1 senior playing a guard forward position. And then Carter Jones, the rugged man in the middle, he's 6 foot tall, plays bigger than that. He's a senior, wears the number 42. That's Carter Jones. As we switch over to the Payson Seymour Indians, Q&D graduate Tyler Dushinsky, third year I think in his position there. 7-9 are the Indians of Seymour. They'll start Lane Barker at one guard. He's a 5'10 senior. Add to that Brody Deeker at a forward, 6'1 and a senior. Then we've got Blake Swartz. He is a sharpshooter, 6'1 senior, and he can shoot from inside and out. We add to that Nicholas Boone, the big man in the middle, the 6'2 senior, and Nolan Sparks, another guy that can light it up from outside. He's 6'1 and a junior. It's Boone, Swartz, and Sparks to go with Deeker and Barker. They'll take on the likes of Dolbeer, Barnes, Lowe, Hubbard, and Jones for Pleasant Hill. As we get ready for action tonight, we ask you to sit back and enjoy the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. And with the play-by-play, it's my old buddy Shu, the voice of the Tornadoes and the Mustangs for years, and we're always glad to have him on air at Central Illinois Sports.
Pleasant Hill in the road blues tonight with yellow numbers and letters. White trim adorn the Wolves jerseys. Payson in the home whites tonight. Blue numbers, letters, and trim for the Indians. Here we go. Brody Deeker steps inside alongside with Levi Barnes. Tip is up for Mr. Doug Elledge, and we are underway here for night 4 at Winchester. Indians will get the basketball to start here. Champions of the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament in a 66-62 overtime win over the host Mustangs. A quick toss into Nick Boone, misses. He gets his own rebound, goes up with it, misses the second time. It'll be tipped and go back out of bounds here to Payson Seymour.
Nicholas Boone trying to set a rebounding record in the early going here, I think, Shu.
You know what? Anything you can get to pad those stats here in the consolation bracket is always welcome for the all-tournament mentions. This is Barker, drives in, stops, popped from about 8 feet and good. Lane Barker gets the first points on the board here for Payson Seymour, and it's an early 2-0 lead. This full court pressure from Payson Jack is usually a little bit of a trouble for most teams, and we're going to see the Wolves have a little bit of trouble as they get past the midcourt line and it goes back out of bounds.
They're good at using the sideline as an extra defensive man, and you've got to stay out of the corners and off the sideline. They in Liberty been doing it to people for years.
They put Brody Deeker at the front of this zone, and he plays just a little bit longer and a little bit taller than that frame he's got. He's really evolved into a nice basketball player here in his senior campaign.
Lane Hubbard, quite a runner in the cross-country films, too.
They work the basketball over to Lane Hubbard on the right side. Dumps it down into the Dolbear. Shot up and no good. It's a rebound put up, also no good. Fight for the rebound, grabbed by Nick Boone, his second of the contest already. This is Schwartz on the left side with it. Cross-court pass over into Deeker. Payson can move the basketball well, and Barker knocks it down from long range. He's got all 5 of the points right now early. It's a 5-0 lead with 6:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Wolves get it into the hands of Barnes through the press. He'll drive in through the middle, bumps into Boone, and it's going to be Nick Boone collecting the foul for Payson Seymour.
Nick Boone's getting his name on the air a lot. First foul of the game on either team goes against number 44. That's Nicholas Boone.
Pleasant Hill Wolves, as Jack told you, had a nice contest against Triopia tonight. They'll need to have another effort like that to stick around with these Indians here this evening. Shot is no good by the Wolves. Boone gets another rebound here early and gets it into the hands of the senior Lane Barker. This is Schwartz, baseline drive, goes up off the glass, no good. It's a fight for the rebound. He'll get it on his own, takes it up and in on the second time. Blake Schwartz averages about 14 points a ball game, had 20 in that big comeback win over Menden Unity in the championship at the MVIT, including Jack knocking down the game winner and also a tying shot at the buzzer to send it into OT. It'll be a double dribble on the Wolves as they get Hubbard caught with the extra dribble. It'll be the first turnover of the game against Pleasant Hill.
If they figured out how to stop Sawyer Allen, they're one of few that's done that. Sawyer Allen's made a living going down the lane and shooting layups this season.
Indians will take it across the time stripe as Schwartz surveys the seam. They get it up to Barker. This is Schwartz, another 3 up and good. Payson Seymour is dangerous from long range, their second triple here in the first half. In the first quarter, it's a 10-0 lead. Into that lane is Barnes with it. Nice dump down into the hands of Dolbear. Pleasant Hill gets themselves on the board from a dandy little pass there from Barnes. Long touchdown pass into the hands of Deeker. One-handed pass into Boone. Boone flying in up off the glass and good. Boone gets his first points of the contest. Nick Boone is fast. Largest lead of the contest so far here, though, for Payson Seymour, and we're going to get a travel as Lowe caught off balance the second of the quarter here against Pleasant Hill.
You know, when somebody starts out like this, you start saying, wonder what the most points scored in a quarter is in this tournament in the time. I wish we had Kent Coldus on the mic, don't you?
Indeed. Bing Lowe knocks it back out of bounds. He is a nice athlete, Jack, and a nice football player as well for that Wolves team.
Yeah, the Lowe boys got a sister that's playing softball in college and another sister that's a dandy pitcher. Good family.
Nolan Sparks will get it across midcourt. They try to work it down into Deeker in the short corner. Nice dump down back into Sparks. Another pass over to Boone. Can't finish that time. It's volleyballed around. Payson will get it back for a second chance opportunity here. Sparks drives in, stops at the volleyball line. 3-ball again out of the hands of Barker. Rolls around the rim and goes down. Everything firing here so far for Payson Seymour, and now Pleasant Hill will take the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it too. Payson 15, Pleasant Hill 2. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with you after this.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
4:54 Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, 15-2, and what a job already. 6 of 11 is Payson, 3 of 3 from the arc, and they are hitting on every cylinder, as Shu told you as we went to break.
Well, Payson Seymour does a nice job, Jack, of moving the basketball as Lowe drives in, and it's going to be a collision there, and a charge on Lowe as Schwartz is going to collect the contact.
Bing's first team foul, third turnover of the contest.
But Payson Seymour does a nice job moving the basketball, and sometimes teams will get just a little bit lax, and if you give them an open opportunity, they're going to knock it down. Another touchdown pass into the hands of Barker. He'll go up with it for the easy layup. It's a 17-2 lead, largest of the contest here so far for the Indians.
Double figures already for Barker.
It goes off the backside of Schwartz. It's a loose ball rebound picked up here for Lane Barker. Fourth turnover already for the Wolves. Boone flashes in the lane. They'll dump it down into the big fella. He was a nice offensive and defensive lineman for the Mustangs. Can't collect the pass, though, as it's tipped around. Schwartz comes back up with it. This is Barker. 3 from the left corner. In and out of the rim, no good. Chased down by Deeker. Behind the back pass, they'll get it into Boone, and he'll ball fake, but he'll drag that toe just a little bit, and it'll be a turnover on the Indians.
Yep.
Everybody makes mistakes sometimes.
Wanted to make sure they were watching, you know. Darn TV, it makes me make mistakes all the time.
Wolves will dump the basketball down into Carter Jones, who has checked in here recently for Pleasant Hill. It'll be a turnover now as Sparks gets it, or excuse me, Schwartz. It's their fifth. See, we're doing it all together. Long 3 out of the hands of Landon.
Let's see who the foul's on Pleasant Hill. It's going to go against Carter Jones, his first, team fourth. Any luck with the internet here, guys? 18-4, 142 left in the quarter. Sparks to the free throw line looking for his first points of the night. At the 142 mark, Sparks' first is up off the front of the rim, no good. So Sparks will try it again from the free throw line. Just 1 of 3 is Payson from there. See, they're human. Second one is up and no good. Jump ball, alternating possession. It'll be Pleasant Hill basketball.
Well, we believe we are back online here as we're working through a couple of technical difficulties. The internet is great until it is not. Wolves the basketball. They'll try and go through 3 defenders. Does Levi Barnes. Instead, he loses it. Turnover down into the hands of Barker. Long passes. They tried to get it down into Deeker in transition. Instead, it'll go out of bounds, back the way of Pleasant Hill.
Payson 3 turnovers, 12 on Pleasant Hill. And Payson had a man wide open under the basket but tried to throw it in the corner instead.
Hubbard with it as they'll work it over to Bing Low. Basketball gets kicked and will reset things. 1:23 left to go here in this one on the Ridgeline Sales Group LLC scoreboard. Payson 18, Pleasant Hill 4. Cross-court pass all the way over into the hands of Hubbard. He'll get across the time stripe. Pleasant Hill has had a little bit of a tough go here, but they've seen a little bit of extra effort here after Ryan Lowe was very emphatic in the last time out as a 3-ball comes down from Levi Barnes. Payson Seymour trying to catch the Wolves sleeping. They won't do it that time as Lane Hubbard gets his hands up in the passing lane. Starting to see a little bit of spark here out of Pleasant Hill, Jack.
Now Payson will have to concentrate on running a regular offense instead of the snowbird pass. We'll see Swartz in. Howell sits down. 18-7, is that right? I had
18-7, that's right. They just knocked down a 3.
I missed a point somewhere along the line. Who had the other 2 while we were offline? That's what I got to figure out.
We'll get that figured out.
Yeah.
Schwartz with the basketball, looking for somebody to flash into the lane. They work it to the opposite side, and they'll try and get it down into Boone. He'll go up with it. A nice little stab shot from Nick Boone goes down, and he'll go to the line for the opportunity for the 3-point play.
Boone's got 4. That's going to go against Jones. It'll be his second, team 5th. Boone back to the free throw line. 20-7 is the score. I've got a 3 for Levi Barnes and a 2 for Brody Dolbear. So if you can figure out where the other 2 goes to on Payson on that board over there.
Shane Falco. Boone will eye up the first one. Out of the senior's right hand, it's no good, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Jack Spessler. 50 seconds left to go here in the opening period. They'll work it down into the paint. Nothing there for a long shot from Hubbard. Fight for the loose ball rebound is Deeker. One-hand pass down into Schwartz. Schwartz stops at the block, goes up with it, can't finish. And we're going to get a foul heading the other way as it looks like Boone might have collided in.
Boone's going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second, team 3rd, and that's a turnover, the 4th of the game.
Pleasant Hill is putting forth a lot of effort crashing the rebounds right now on the offensive side. The opposite draw to that is that Payson is sending a man quickly to the opposite end to try and cherry pick. In about the last 3 possessions, it's just been a touchdown pass to get it downfield. Pleasant Hill loses the basketball again. This is Sparks with it. 20 seconds left to go in the first. Gets it into the hands of Barker. His 3 from the left wing up and good. Lane Barker is a shooter.
Have a day, 14.
They draw in. It's triple team coverage. Wolves will work it back out into the hands of Bing Low. Top of the key, 3 for Levi Barnes. In around no good. Deeker will fire one up from the opposite volleyball line, and it's no good, and that's the end of the first quarter. Payson, 23. Pleasant Hill, 7. We're back your way with second quarter play-by-play after this.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Quarter over, 23-7 in favor of Payson Seymour. They are shooting 9 of 20, 45%, 4 of 9 from the arc, 44%, and they're 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Pleasant Hill 3 of 9, 33%, 1 of 4 from the arc. They've turned the ball over 13 times. They need to take care of it. Payson's got the basketball.
Sparks with it, gets wrestled up there by Bing Low. It's a steal for Low. He'll take it in for the easy right-handed layup. And we've got Nolan Sparks down here after that collision. And we've got an official's timeout here as they'll let Gooding come into the contest.
Yeah, I don't like to see that happen to a young man. And is he holding an ankle or a knee? That's the big thing here for us.
We'll step aside real quick, though, and let the officials tend to him. We'll be right back here on Central Illinois Sports.
I'm attracted, I got to have it. It's like magic, I'm so dramatic. Call it classic, reach out and grab it. Super massive, feels like I'm on hello.
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
Young man is up on a foot. Nolan Sparks is Coach Dashinsky helping him off the court with teammate Dalton Phillips. And looks like he has hurt either an ankle or a knee. And, you know, in the good old days, we always had those folks from Passivant, now Memorial, and we don't have those trainers we used to have. And we really miss those guys, I'll be real honest with you, because the kids deserve that also.
Payson Seymour will get the basketball after the officials' timeout as Gooding checked in for the injury. Schwartz will get it all the way into the hands of Gooding, and we're going to head the other way as I think we've got an offensive foul maybe against.
Illegal screen there.
Yeah, Dalton Phillips is going to come up with the foul for Payson Seymour in the illegal screen.
Phillips picks up the foul, his first, team first, second quarter, just underway, 16 seconds in.
Pleasant Hill is going to work against full court pressure here from Payson Seymour still. Deeker gets his feet on the basketball, and we'll try it once again.
Now, when you kick the ball like that, the 10 does not start again, or it does?
The 10 restarts every time, they say.
I knew the play clock didn't, but I didn't know about the 10.
Deeker gets the steal, goes up with it. He'll get fouled, and Brody Deeker will make his way back to the free throw line.
I think Bing Lowe's going to pick up his third foul, is he not? He is his first, or the first for the team. Bing Lowe with his third foul in the ball game.
Deeker will make his way to the free throw line.
I got you.
Okay.
Deeker will shoot free throws, looking for his first points of the day. 23-9. First one is up and off the front of the rim.
Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call at 217-285-4404 for Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank.
I'll let Shu rest his voice just a little bit. We're going to keep him busy tonight. Deeker tries to get on the scoreboard with the free throw. It's way too hard, and the rebound comes off the other way to Jack Fessler.
Lowe will try and get it across court. Gets stopped right at the midcourt line. Not the place you want to be. They'll get it into the hands of Dolbear. His shot no good, and it'll be a rebound for Dalton Phillips, the 6-foot senior. Where's number 20 on your program tonight? Deeker with the ball fake in the corner. Back up top of the key, three for Lane Barker. He'll knock down another one. It doesn't matter who you are, what defense you run. If you are going to leave Payson Seymour open for wide open three-pointers, they're going to shoot them, and they're going to make a few of them.
Well, he's got 17 points already on the night.
Shot up and no good from Brody Dolbear. Payson Seymour will quickly push it back down the floor. This is Barker with it. Drives in for the layup, goes up uncontested with the left hand. Rebound comes down to the hands of Barnes. And it'll go out of bounds as Deeker got his hand in the passing lane, and we'll give it another shot here. Shot clock, of course, in place and has been all week so far here at Winchester.
We've had it go off a few times, but not many.
It'll be a regular occurrence everywhere next season.
No, 2 years.
2 years now.
I don't know what they're waiting on, quite honestly.
They try to throw it down into the hands of Deeker. He gets caught under the baseline. Now he'll get it back up as he pops up out the right wing. Just a minute and a half gone by here after the injury in the second quarter. Three ball from Schwartz, no good. Rebound wrestled for, and it's going to be Brody Dolbear with it. He'll get it up to Hubbard. Hubbard drives in, goes up against Deeker, gets blocked, and it's still a loose ball here as Barker comes up with it for Payson Seymour. There was a Chicago Catholic League last night that played a regular season game with the shot clock in play. Didn't know that was a thing you could do either.
Yeah, Fessler got it up. Yeah, there's different people been rotating it in. Foul on the shot, free throws for Pleasant Hill. We'll see Levi Barnes go to the free throw line, and Deeker picks up the foul, his first, team second of the quarter. To the free throw line, Levi Barnes, 5 points in the night, 26-9 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. First one is up and good.
LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing.
See if Barnes can continue his scoring. He's got 6 on the night. Second one up, rattles it home. He's got 7 of his team's 11.
Carter Jones checks back in for Pleasant Hill, checking in for the first time for Payson Seymour tonight. It's the 6'4 senior forward, number 40, Ashton Baker. Baker, a big, tall kid. He can also shoot up top, though. He's got a little bit of a long-range opportunity here for Payson Seymour, but it'll be a travel this time and a turnover.
Payson's turned it over 7 times, Pleasant Hill 15, so a lot of mistakes on both sides.
Wolves will take it out of bounds in front of the season ticket holder section. They work it into the hands of Lane Hubbard on the left wing. Back up top of the key 3 from Barnes off the back of the iron. No good, and Schwartz will collect the rebound for Payson Seymour.
His 4th.
Give and go from Howland to Schwartz. Throw back over to Gooding. Nice ball movement again. Ball fake. Drive in from Barker up off the glass and good. Lane Barker loves to penetrate into defenses, and he'll make you pay for it more often than not.
19 of 28 for his team. It's a lot of points.
Pleasant Hill, long 3 out of the hands of Lane Hubbard. He'll knock it down to stop the bleeding here. It's a 28-14 advantage for Payson Seymour. They've got the ball against full court pressure from the Wolves. Ball stolen away now as Dolbear got into it. They try to get it down into Jones. He'll kick it back up. Top of the key 3 again is no good from Hubbard. He hits the ground, and now Howell will get the rebound for the Indians.
Somebody stepped on his foot, did they not?
I think so.
I'll be darned.
This Payson Seymour squad started their first 7 games on the road this season, then had a quick week at home where they played 3 home games. They've already defeated this Pleasant Hill squad once this season. Shot from Baker is no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Carter Jones.
Carter, 4-year football starter.
And the 3 no good from Pleasant Hill, and we're going to get a timeout from Tyler Dushinsky. We're right back in 30 seconds with you here on Central Illinois Sports.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
28-14, the lead for Payson Seymour. They've led by a 23-7 count. Trying to look at what their biggest would have been of the night. Maybe 26-9, 17 points, lead by 14 now. And it's going to be Payson basketball, as Tyler Dushinsky wanted to set things up in a little different way.
First time out of the contest for Payson. Pleasant Hill has used 2 already here in the contest. Schwartz will move it down to the right side. Cross-court pass over into the hands of Deeker. He'll split through everybody. Tries to find Howell. Instead, it's stolen away by the Wolves. It's Lane Hubbard with it.
9 turnovers.
Into the hands of Carter Jones. He wrestles into the paint. Tosses it high off the glass, and he'll get fouled and go to the free throw line.
Carter Jones will go to the free throw line. Ashton Baker is going to pick up the foul. His first, team 3rd of the quarter. Carter looking for his first points of the night, has a couple of rebounds. 28-14 the score with 4:19 left in the half. Jones's first 2 hard.
When you need concrete for your next job, give Pike County Concrete a call. Call 217-285-5548. Locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville for Pike County Concrete. Jones will line up the second one. The 6-foot senior tosses it up and it goes through the net and good. 28-15 our score. Pleasant Hill not trying to let this thing get out of hand here, as they've showed a lot of spark and a lot of grit here in the second corner. It's another steal. They'll get it into the hands of Jax Fessler, and he'll get fouled and go to the free throw line.
Fessler's going to go to the free throw line. Foul this time on Schwartz, his first, team 4th. And we'll walk you through the free throws for Jack Fessler. 28-15. It's Jax, I should say. J-A-X. First one is up and no good.
Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them in person or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine.
Second one is good by Jax Fessler.
J-A-X is also a character in the Mortal Kombat video game series, Jack. I don't know if you've ever played
no,
that.
No, I passed on that.
You passed on that. More of a Mario Brothers guy.
Definitely.
Shot missed. Rebound by Connor Howell. He'll miss it as well. And the rebound collected here by Levi Barnes.
Barnes with 3 boards on the night.
Carter Jones goes up against Ashton Baker. It'll be a blocking foul on Baker, and Jones is going to make his way up to the cherry stripe once more.
Baker picks up his second team foul, number 5, so the last 3:54, any fouls on Payson will result in 2 free throws. Jones to the free throw line, and Carter looking for more. He's got 1 out of 2 from there. First one's up and off the front of the rim.
Come out and enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m., 10 p.m. Fridays, 11 to midnight, and Saturdays, 4 to midnight. Burgers, great drafts, food, fun, friends, the whole 9 yards at Bowlers Universe, way out on the west end of Pittsfield.
Second one short also. Rebound comes off the other way to Brody Deeker, his 4th.
Deeker will work it across the time stripe for Payson Seymour. Half a quarter left to go here in the first half. Schwartz with the basketball. Into the hands of Connor Howell. They tried to dump it down into the hands of Deeker. Instead tipped around by Lane Hubbard, and Payson Seymour will take it out on their own end of the floor here.
It was 23-7 after 1 quarter, so a 9-5 Pleasant Hill second quarter lead here. It doesn't help you in the final score, but they're playing much better here after Ryan Lowe kind of got his point across.
They get it into the hands of Baker. Back out to Connor Howell. Ball fake. Over to Deeker. Down into the corner, this is Schwartz. Drives into the short corner behind the back dribble. Trying to look for somebody to get it to. Payson Seymour can move this basketball if they need to. It's Connor Howell with 1 second left on the shot clock. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line.
That'll reset the clock too. Foul is on Fessler, I do believe. His first. Yep, second team foul. 28-16. We've got Connor Howell at the free throw line.
Connor Howell eyes up the first one. Doesn't normally get a ton of minutes, but Tyler Dushinsky able to get him into the rotation here tonight as he misses the first opportunity. The Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. It's Robin Otker and her team at the Pike County Express in Pittsfield.
3:19 left in the half, 28-16 the score. Howell gets the second one, his first point of the night.
First of 3 games for you here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. We're in the consolation quarterfinals right now. Schwartz drives in, gets blocked. Howell goes up with it on the rebound. No good. Also blocked again. It's going to be Jax Fessler coming up with it for Pleasant Hill. Dolbear drives in just a little bit too fast. He'll lose the handle, and another turnover against Pleasant Hill with 3:01 left to go in the half.
They've piled them up, 17 turnovers. If they could eliminate those, they'd be right in this. It's just a 13-point game right now.
It's been a fast-paced basketball game here so far, and that usually leads to a few too many turnovers at times. Barker hit the floor. He'll take his time getting across the stripe with 25 seconds left to go here on the shot clock. Barker drives in. Nice spin move up with the left hand. It's no good. Fessler will get the rebound for Pleasant Hill.
He's got 4 of those already.
Fessler in the lane, goes up with it strong. I believe Connor Howell hit the floor. There was no call. We'll play on. It's going to go out of bounds as more bodies flying around.
My suggestion to Hal is don't just lay there. You better get up because somebody's going to come down and put a tennis shoe across your forehead if you just lay in the lane.
Bodies on the floor. Everybody trying to get a hand on that basketball, Jack, just like that piece of pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving. Everybody wants a hand on it.
Charlie doesn't like pumpkin pie, so we don't have to fight with him, but don't try to take his soda away from him.
My wife brought home a coconut cream pie last week, intent that I was going to eat some of it. I told her, I said, I'm not a big coconut cream pie fan. It didn't deter her at all.
Bring me a piece.
Parker will get the basketball here. Thankfully, my wife doesn't watch a lot of the broadcast. She'll cross over dribble and get it to the line here as Schwartz is going to fire up a 3 from the right wing and good. Blake Schwartz, he loves to shoot that long ball. Averages a lot of points, averages 13 points a game for this team.
Got 8 right now.
A clutch 3 to send it into overtime of that MVIT championship. Schwartz hit, had 2 defenders in his eye, knocked it down.
Carter Jones picked up the pinball, put it off the glass. Good, it's 32-18.
Pleasant Hill trying to find a way to maybe cut this thing back down to maybe a 10-point ball game as they'll get it down into Martin, blocked by Jones and out of bounds. And a nice hustle play from Carter Jones here for Pleasant Hill.
If I was Jordan Martin, I might want to pick up the tempo on that shot the next time because Jones threw it down. Into the ball game for Payson comes
Landon Gooding.
Landon Gooding. There you go. Sit down Howell for a while.
Box formation for the Indians. Barker will inbound here with 1:45. High toss into the hands of Schwartz. He'll try and pop out on the corner. He gets it to him. It's Baker in the post trying to fight for position. Tyler Dushinsky barks out instructions. They try to get it into Barker, intercepted, and here come the Wolves with it. Long run, it's a steal and the layup for Levi Barnes. 32-20. Wolves will not go away from this one.
He's got 9 points on the day already, Shu.
Gooding into the hands of Barker. They'll down into the corner. Jordan Martin will try his hand from a long-range shot. He can knock it down, too. This Payson Indian squad is dangerous from long range. There's just about no one on this team that can't make one from long range.
They've shot 14, made 7. I'd shoot them all day if you can make 50% of them.
They try to work it down into Fessler. It'll go out of bounds and back into the hands of the Wolves here with 59.8 to go.
Looks like we might get to see Justin Fuller on the court refereeing in the next game. You saw him last night, I think.
I think so. Nice running in play by Fessler. He's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line as they kind of caught the Indians sleeping there on the inbound try.
That foul will go against Ashton Baker. It'll be his third. It was a shooting foul anyway, but they're way past the 5. And to the free throw line comes Jax Fessler. Has a point in 2 free throw attempts. 35-20 is the score. 58.4 seconds left in the second quarter, and it's no good.
Tim Waters offering quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Tim Waters at Waters Concrete.
Fessler, the freshman at 6'3", misses them both. A lot of good future for him, though.
Indians with the basketball. It'll be Pleasant Hill to get it to start the third, barring a tie-up, a change of possession, or other issues deemed necessary by the officials.
Well, you're going to have to shoot it before the clock runs out because the shot clock's about half of what the game clock is. Now they do, and still got a couple of seconds difference.
Schwartz fires it up again, wrestles in for his own offensive rebound. Goes up off the glass, no good. It's going to be Fessler getting it for Pleasant Hill. 28 seconds left. They'll turn off the shot clock here in just a second. Long three out of the hands of Hubbard. Far off the mark, and Jordan Martin will come in for the rebound.
Charlie said, Siri, shut off the shot clock, and we had 3 people send us text that said, my phone said, shut what shot clock?
Mine will do the same. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. They'll get it into Deeker, blocked by Fessler. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They'll get it into the hands of Barnes. He's going to fire it up from the baseline and good. Levi Barnes knocks it down at the buzzer, and it's a 35-22 lead for Payson Seymour. We try to show you here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Pleasant Hill knocks it down right before the end of the buzzer, and we have reached halftime. It's a Little Just Motors halftime show. 35-22 our lead for Payson. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with halftime stats and more after this.
Your friends at Little Just Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. Hi, this is Scott Davis from Little Jess, and I've got some exciting news for you. Jeep just announced an unheard of 20% off our entire selection of new 24 Jeep Gladiator Mojaves and Rubicons. With 20% off, you can save over $12,000 on each of these adventurous models during the Start Something New sales event. The snow is coming, and what better reason to get the best four-wheel drive on the market and to save 20% in the process. Hurry in or log on to littlejess.com today because 20% won't last long. Little Jess served the Tri-States for 7 decades.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, We've got you covered from head to toe.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
Have a halftime without our buddies at Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Quincy, Illinois, across from Quincy High School. Family owned and operated by the Griffin family. Little Jess got them started and they keep it going. Their staff will make the car buying process simple, ensuring each customer's needs are satisfied. You can promise that. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. The Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, 35-22 here at halftime. Payson with the lead. They led by 16 after one quarter, 23-7. But in the second quarter, it was a 15-12 quarter for Pleasant Hill, and they made it a little bit closer. 11 turnovers on Payson Seymour, 18 on Pleasant Hill. Fouls look like this: 3 on Ashton Baker for Payson, 2 on Nicholas Boone, and then single fouls on Connor Howe, also Blake Swartz, Dalton Phillips, Brody Deeker, and Landon Gooding. On the Pleasant Hill side, fouls look like this: 2 fouls on Bing Lowe, also a single foul on Lane Hubbard, 1 on Jack Fessler, and 2 on Carter Jones. 35-22, the halftime score. Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Shooting percentages, individual scoring, and more come your way after these.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2021 Ford Escape has 102,352 miles, is all-wheel drive, has leather interior, a lane departure warning system, and forward collision system. It is priced to sell at $19,250. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Payson Seymour's Indians lead the Pleasant Hill Wolves 35-22 at halftime. Payson's 13 of 38, 31%, 7 of 14 from the arc, 50%, 2 of 9 from the free throw line. Leading scorers Lane Barker with 19 in the first half, and he had most of those in the first quarter. Also in the scoring column, 8 for Blake Swartz, a single point for Connor Howe, 4 for Nicholas Boone, and a 3 for Jordan Martin that came late in the quarter for their total of 35. On the other side, Pleasant Hill's Levi Barnes has 9 points so far on the night. Brody Dolbear with 4, 2 points from Bing Lowe, 3 from Lane Hubbard, a single point from Jax Fessler, and 3 from Carter Jones. Pleasant Hill, 8 of 28, 31%, 2 of 9 from the arc, 28%, 4 of 10 from the free throw line. Both teams need to work on that and cut the turnovers down. 35-22, halftime lead for Payson. We take a break. Second half play-by-play comes your way after these.
Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you are looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Hey! You like Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream? It's a pepper thing!
You know, folks, it's hard to do the cheerleaders on the breaks. We got these people called advertisers, and that's how we're here. So we got to run those instead of the cheerleaders. We apologize. Come to the game or have somebody videotape them. Pleasant Hill basketball, third quarter action. Here's the shoe.
Wolves will get it here. It looks like starting 5 for both sides, except Jordan Martin will replace Sparks as they'll get it down into the hands of Carter Jones. And it's right back to that. He's got 5. It's a 35-24 basketball game. We saw Nolan Sparks early during the halftime break trying to give that ankle a go here on the opposite baseline. Boone will fire up a 3 from the right wing and good. Nick Boone, he can do it all.
Look at that, baby.
And a nice head of hair to boot from Nicholas Boone. Gets stolen away now. Payson tries to throw it into the hands of Deeger. The team's trade turnovers right back to the Wolves.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Dolbear up and under with it, no good. And Schwartz will get the rebound. He's going to get fouled by Bing Low under the basket.
Binglow will pick up the foul. That will be his third, first of the quarter. Just underway here, third quarter action, 38-24. Boone doesn't hit that three. Pleasant Hill's trying to cut it to single digits, but now they got their work cut out for them again.
Deeger with the basketball, double team. Tries to get it into Schwartz. It's stolen away now. This is Dolbear. Gets it blocked by Deeger, and it goes out of bounds. And right back to Pleasant Hill on the big paw from Brody Deeger. It'll be a foul, though, I guess. We're going to go to the free throw line instead.
Deeger's going to pick up the foul. Dolbear, who had the steal on the 13th turnover by Payson. And Brody Dolbear, the quarterback of the football team's at the free throw line. First one is no good.
If you're a buyer searching for the perfect home or a hunter passionate about the outdoors, Ridgeline Sales Group is here to help you capitalize on your investment. Knowledge of the land, dedication to clients, and commitment to excellence are just a few reasons why buyers and sellers continue to trust us for their real estate needs. 217-285-5800 for Ridgeline Sales Group, the scoreboard sponsor. Central Illinois Sports.
Dolbear makes a second, gets his team up to 25, and he's got 5 on the night.
Deeger will try and take it coast to coast, off the glass and no good. Brody Dolbear with the rebound. Wolves on the run here, trying to cut back into this thing and make it a ball game. Levi Barnes with it, stops at the free throw line, nowhere to go. Drives into everybody. We're going to get an offensive foul. It's going to be Blake Schwartz taking the charge for Payson Seymour.
Barnes picks up the foul, his first team second, 20th turnover. Schwartz takes the harm after he missed the shot on the other end. And, you know, Payson's kind of relaxed here a little bit. You want to have a little fun in a game like this when you get a lead, but you got to be careful because the Wolves are playing hard.
Payson tries to get it down court. Cross-court pass now all the way down into the hands of Martin. Dumps it down to Boone. Martin with the dime. Boone with the deuce. It's 40-25 on the nice transition play for Payson Seymour. Now it's a steal. Deeker goes up with it, almost throws it down. We'll call it a throwdown, if you will, not a dunk. 42-25.
Boone now with 9 points, kids.
They get it down into the hands of Carter Jones. Gets blocked by Boone's and out of bounds. We'll show you that last transition bucket for Payson Seymour here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Nice little dish from Martin down into Boone.
Both teams need to work on free throw shooting and cutting down on the turnovers if they want to play in the consolation championship.
Binglow with the basketball. Plays off the pick to the right side, guarded now by Barker. Nowhere to go, no Wolves moving either. First of 3 games for you here tonight on night number 4 from the Winchester Invitational Tournament. Brian Shoemaker, Jack Hall, John Hall. Maddox helping us out here on the camera as well this evening.
Maddox Chapman.
And it's going to be a shot clock violation as the Wolves just don't get an open look. First of the night here, but not the first of the week, Jack.
You go, what is that sound? Is that a fire alarm? No, that's the shot clock.
Well, you know, Charlie and I were at the Bushnell Prairie City sectional a couple of years ago, and they had the fire alarm go off, and we were the last people in the building. Only people in the building.
That was the popcorn got burnt that night, I remember. That foul is going to go against Blake Schwartz. It'll be his second, first team foul on Payson. Ball out of bounds. Wolves, new 35, 5:55 left third quarter, 42-25, the lead 17.
Dolbear with the basketball. Jones in the paint looking for it. Lowe will drive in. Spin move to the right side. Tries to go up and under Barker. It'll go high off the glass. No good. And a fight for the rebound. And Boone's going to get it. But Binglow will also get his hands on it. And we've got a jump ball.
Nice job by Lowe after the missed shot. He continued to play to try to get the possession back. You can see why the Wolves have played some people close, because when they get after it on defense, they're quick.
And they're just physical enough to keep you off kilter, no matter how good of a team you are. This is Deeker with the basketball. Drives in. Nice little Euro stepping around. Brody Deeker really starting to come into his own here in the second half of the season, 44-25. They get Lowe trapped in the backcourt. Levi Barnes, long one-handed pass intercepted now by Schwartz. Up to Barker, surveys the scene. He says, I'll take it myself, goes up, draws the contact, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Pleasant Hill turns it over again. That'll hurt him on that end of things. That goes against Hubbard. It'll be his second, third team foul. Shooting foul. Put Barker to the free throw line. Had 19 like a lightning bolt to start this game off. 44-25, 5:20 left third quarter action.
Barker eyes up the first. It's good. Barker averages 12.8 a contest. one of two players that average double figures here for Payson. Of course, the other is Blake Schwartz.
You just can't get the shoe to relax his voice. He's used to working alone so much. You got more friends now than you used to have. See?
I tell you what.
Second one up, no good.
Went from 1 to 3. I've got a wife, too. It's a wild time here in 2025.
Well, I'll take responsibility for a little bit of that.
That you will.
I'll tell you what. You both are blessed, and that's what I like to see. And isn't it great to see Nolan Sparks back out on the court now? I like Jordan Martin, but Sparks got hurt. He's back out there playing again, and good to see that.
Wolves will try and work the basketball around this extended pressure. Long pass down into the hands of Dolbear. He'll go up with it and good. Brody Dolbear on the touchdown pass. 45-27 here with 5 minutes left to go.
Nice find by Lowe that time.
Sparks with it. Looks around. They quickly work it down into the corner to Deeker. He'll get a little bit of an elbow, and it's going to be a foul on the floor against Pleasant Hill.
They're going to call that on Hubbard. That'll be his third, team foul number 4. They've got him for 4, so we're going to give him the 4th one.
Jax Fessler will check back into the contest. Lane Hubbard will take a seat.
Remember when I tried to give somebody else that 3rd foul? It must have been his earlier.
Ball tipped away by Lowe. It's going to go into the scorer's table. And Kent Coltis said stay away.
You know, Ryan Lowe is yelling at that Lowe kid, and he's got a right to because that's his boy. Now, if Mama's here, it might be different. And, you know, the grandpas might have something to say about that. Steve Lowe might say, hey, quit yelling at my grandson. No, he wouldn't.
Schwartz tries to get it inbounds, and it's going to be a 5-second violation. A nice little stop here on the defensive side by Pleasant Hill.
15 turnovers on Payson, 4 in the second half. Here in the 3rd quarter, we're not halfway through the stanza yet.
Fessler will inbound in front of the Payson Seymour contingent. Into the hands of Levi Barnes. He's double teamed, hasn't taken a dribble yet. Now he does, takes one dribble, has to get rid of it. Tosses it cross court, dangerous pass into the hands of Fessler. He'll lose it, picks it back up in the middle of the lane, nowhere to go with it. Barnes with it, short corner shot, rolls around the rim, no good, and we're going to get a foul, and we're going to go this way as they say Schwartz might be whistled for it.
Well, yeah, you are right. You didn't guess, you knew. I was trying to give it to somebody else. His 3rd, team 2nd of the quarter. Pleasant Hill basketball.
Get the fouls corrected for you here on the Ridgeline Sales Group LLC scoreboard. It's Pleasant Hill inbounds. Flashing in the corner is Barnes. They don't have anything there. Now they try to toss it quickly inside to Carter Jones. He'll go up with it high off the glass, no good. Schwartz gets the rebound for Payson Seymour.
Have no fear, John. I shut the microphone off before I coughed. You guys can hear it, but the people couldn't. Kind of like not being able to hear John Hull when he talks in our ears, Shu.
Barker with the basketball as we continue play and banter here from the Winchester Invitational Tournament. This is Barker. Looks for the baseline drive, nothing there, back into the hands of Deeker. Long baseline pass into Schwartz. Payson Seymour likes that play where they drive baseline, a one-handed pass to somebody in the corner. Schwartz has 11 on the triple. 48-27, back to a 21-point advantage for the Indians. Fessler goes up high off the glass, no good. Dolbear, rebound and good. Brody Dolbear gets the offensive putback.
Give him 9.
Winner of this one will move on to the consolation semifinals. It'll be the 2nd contest on Thursday night. Barker, 3 from the corner. In and out of the rim, no good. Fessler with the rebound for Pleasant Hill.
Freshman looks good, got 6 boards.
He's a tall presence. Lowe with the spin move in the paint, up off the glass and good. Bing Lowe with a quick 2 there, 48-31. He's got 4 on the evening. Indians with the basketball. Deeker, nobody to stop him. He's going to go in and he's going to get fouled hard there by Levi Barnes, and now Deeker is on the floor.
Hit that elbow really hard that time. That foul looks like it's on Levi Barnes, I do believe. Deeker's up.
Deeker able to get up after a hard shot there.
Yeah, 5th foul against Pleasant Hill. Free throws the other way. Deeker, whose brother had big enough arms, I don't know if you could even hurt his arm when he hit. I mean, that kid had some pipes on him now. Now we'll see Brody Deeker at the free throw line. Has 4 points, 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. First one is up and good.
Deeker averages just over 8 a contest, grabs about 6 rebounds for this team. He is a heck of an athlete, Jack, and they're going to miss him next season as he knocks down the first.
Trouble with those high school kids, they graduate, and they don't have NIL money, and they can't opt out and go someplace else.
Do we get NIL money for working here on
Yes,
Central
we
Illinois
do.
Sports?
Nil.
Sweet.
You get nil. In, out, and back in again. Deeker's got 6.
Phillips will check back into the contest for Payson Seymour. Deeker will make his way to the bench. These two teams, some of the guys on these teams, Jack, played in a heck of a football contest earlier this fall down at Pleasant Hill when Unity Payson defeated Pleasant Hill 52-48 in double overtime. Shot up and no good by Fessler. It was a wild contest that night on the south end of Pike County.
That's a good one.
Into the hands of Gooding, his 3 in. Landon Gooding knocks one down. Payson Seymour still knocking down outside. It's his first 3 of the contest. 2:35 left to go here in the third. Stop and pop from Barnes. Nice play at the free throw line. That's a shot that will win you a lot of basketball games.
These kids are playing a lot more basketball right now than they were at the beginning of the game. He's got their attention.
Gooding with it, tries to dribble through everybody. He'll pick it up at the volleyball line, back over to Sparks, who has made his way back onto the court and appears to be all right. Crossover dribble, drives in on the right side, goes up with it off the glass. It's no good, and Fessler will get the rebound. Wolves trying to run in transition here. Low with it, trying to find Jones in the paint. Instead, he gets double teamed, nowhere to go with it, guarded by Boone. Phillips dives for it, and now it's going to be a foul, and will be Wolves basketball.
Phillips will pick up the foul, his first, team third. Wolves sideline here at the tight quarters of the junior high gymnasium. Back into the game is Deeker. Sitting down is Lane Barker, the leading scorer in the game with 20.
Phillips picked up the foul, but a nice hustle play, and probably a foul you're not horribly upset with, Jack, as it's one of those plays you're just trying to hustle when he goes to the back door. Kicks that one out. It'll be a turnover against the Wolves. Here comes Gooding with it. Now they'll dump it down into Phillips. He'll go up off the glass and good. He gets rewarded for the hustle play on the other side and gets a 2. It's his first of the contest. Indians up big here with 1:40 left to go in the third. Stolen away now, it's Deeker. He'll be on the run with it. Barnes the only man to stop him. Nice pass over into Phillips. Gets blocked, though. What a play there by Barnes. Instead, though, the Indians will pick it right back and give it back to Boone.
Boone's got 11.
He's in double figures tonight. That has probably not happened too many times this season. Nice up and under from Dolbear. He'll put it up for the quick answer.
Give him 11 the other way.
1:13 left to go here in the third. Phillips again. Up high with it, in and out that time, and Levi Barnes gets another rebound for Pleasant Hill.
His 4th of the contest.
3 ball on the way from Barnes. Off the rim, no good. It's going to be Boone with another rebound. This is Gooding with it with just under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Deeker thinks about the 3. Instead, he tosses it over to Sparks on the left wing. Boone and Phillips in the paint here. Pick from the left side. They toss it down into Deeker. Nice little pick and roll. Deeker finishes up that one. 59-35. Indians up here with a half minute to go. Fessler bumps into Phillips. It'll be a foul, and we'll be out of bounds here to Pleasant Hill.
Phillips is third, 4th team foul. 26.5 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock's off, so they're going to call that a shooting foul, or is it? They got 5 on each side. I was short one.
We were short one, too, on the scoreboard.
Pleasant Hill will have the freshman, Jack Fessler. He's got a single point and 4 free throw attempts, 7 boards on the night. So he'll shoot a couple. First one up by Fessler is too long.
If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the guys at Great Rivers Bank. Locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Jack Fessler's second attempt is good. Give him his second point of the night. And you kind of wonder if maybe he and the young man from Barry Western aren't relatives.
Lane Hubbard will check back into the contest. You can spot him out on the court. He's wearing the white headband. A half minute to go here in the third. Deeker trying to make a pass. Went off the backside of Levi Barnes, and he picks it right back up. Shot clock turned off here at the end of the quarter. Ball fake from Deeker. Throws it up into the hands of Sparks, but a little too strong, and it'll go out of bounds back to Pleasant Hill.
Jax Fessler got a short break. Now Hubbard will get the break, and Fessler's back in to inbound the ball about 80 foot from the basket.
Camp Point Central and Carrollton set to square up here in just a little bit. Our second ball game of the evening. Liberty and Greenfield Northwestern will be the third in the championship quarterfinal. We've got one more to play here. Payson 59, Pleasant Hill 36. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with you here on Central Illinois Sports.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
59-36 after 3 quarters. Payson's 22 of 53, 39%, 10 of 19 from the arc, 56%. They're just 5 of 15 from the free throw line. 13 of 36 for Pleasant Hill, 37%, 2 of 9 still from the arc, 28%, and they're 6 of 14 from the free throw line, 41%.
Trying to get the basketball into Schwartz on the backdoor cut. It gets tapped and out of bounds, and the Indians will reset here.
Turnovers the bugaboo of both. 16 on Payson and 26 on Pleasant Hill.
This is Connor Howell with it. Looks in for Deeker. Nowhere to go. He'll try and take it on his own. Stops at the left block. Back up into the hands of Schwartz. He'll drive into the lane. Goes through everybody up with the right hand and good. Blake Schwartz with a strong take. It's 61-36 to start our fourth quarter.
Lucky 13 for him now.
Barnes with the basketball. He'll drive in. Runner with the right hand is no good. Dolbear fighting in. Nice block out by Schwartz to collect the rebound. Tries a weird one-handed pass that somehow finds its way down into the hands of Howell, except he's right on the baseline and out of bounds back to Pleasant Hills. We show you that Northwestern Mutual replay on that last strong drive from Blake Schwartz. Wolves looking for an answer here. Ryan Lowe not content to give up in this one, still encouraging his guys to give forth the effort here in the fourth quarter. This one will get tipped out of bounds as Howell makes his way to the floor.
Guys playing kind of loosey-goosey down there. You don't want to see anybody get hurt in a game like this, but they're throwing their bodies out there.
3 ball on the way out of the hands of Lane. Hubbard is good.
Hubbard's got 6, a couple of threes.
61-39 here on the Ridgeline Sales Group LLC scoreboard. Speaking of scoreboards, that video board they've really got that thing dialed in here at Winchester.
Well, you're a video board guy, and so, you get time to look at that. I don't know how you can do that and broadcast the game. You can do it all.
They're like a Corvette. They're really fun to have, but you got to take care of them as Indians try to get the basketball into to Deeker, on the pick and roll. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
I always like it when you're shooting a free throw and they go to more of a white screen and the whole gymnasium's coloring changes.
We haven't been here for a regular West Central Cougars home game. You wonder, do they put like those little funny-looking squirrels up there to try and distract shooters?
Do some of them do that?
I don't think so. Probably not at the high school level.
You do that for field goals at Minden, do you?
Not a lot of field goals kicked in the 1A ranks very often, except for Camp Point Central.
Bing Lowe picks up the foul, his first team foul of the quarter. Deeker over talking to the sixth basketball coach of Payson and Tyler Dushinsky. And he was an outside shooter. Oh, a little push off there.
Barker will get the basketball. He's got the length of the floor to go here with 6 minutes and change. He'll race down. Tosses it down into Howell. He'll fire one up from 3, no good. Boone fighting for the rebound against Dolbear, and they say it'll go off of Pleasant Hill's hands and back to the Indians.
Everybody likes to shoot the 3. I think they'll move it back one of these days. Is it too close?
You know, who knows? Barker's 3 up and good.
Barker said he thinks it's just right.
Says
He's got
it's just
23.
right. What a night for Lane Barker here. Into the hands of Jones. Bounce pass stolen away by Boone. Here comes Martin with it. He's on the run, trying to outrace everybody. Goes up. His shot off the mark on the layup. Wolves come back with it. They're moving quickly. Dolbear running pass down into Lowe. Ball fake up off the glass and good. Bing Lowe gets the quick 2.
6 for Bing.
We'll quickly wrap up this one after it's done, as it's going to be another 5-second inbound violation against Payson, right back to the Wolves. Checking in for Pleasant Hill is going to be Drew Workman, the 5'6" senior guard, number 3 on the program, and probably a candidate for first team all hair here at the Winchester Invitational Tournament.
Brown County boys got some hair. One of the Carrollton boys, I think.
Shot up out of the hands of Hubbard, no good. Martin will get the rebound.
I thought maybe I'd make the all-tournament hair team. What do you think?
I was a 4th team candidate. Not much hair left. Boone gets the rebound. He'll go up and get fouled, and Nick Boone will make his way back to the free throw line.
Boone with 11 points. And who did they call that foul on? Barnes? Yep. His 3rd, team's 2nd. Nicholas Boone on the night, 6 boards, 11 points, having a nice ball game for his squad, 64-41. Number 44 misses it off the front of the rim.
Farm and Home Supply, snacks, hoodies, power tools, lawn chairs. No other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. And hey, get your winter goods because Jack Frost is not done with us yet. Jack Hull's not done here tonight from Winchester.
Well, we're just getting started. Charlie's got the assignment away from here tonight. Pleasant Hill with a line change.
Brady Lowe into the contest, the 5'9" freshman guard, number 13, along with Lewis Barnes, the 6' senior. He wears number 10. Also into the contest, West Bowers, the 5'10" sophomore forward, number 32. And a running shot there out of the hands of Maddox Winchell off the mark. But a shot there good for, who was that?
Brady Lowe.
Brady Lowe, thank you so much.
Yep, after Boone missed the free throw. Better hustle.
Long pass over the head of Gooding. It'll go out of bounds here with 4:44 left to go, and now it's a line change here for Payson Seymour.
Here's a trivia question for you. When's the last time you saw a team win a basketball game with 20 turnovers? Well, that doesn't happen very often.
Ransom Zanley into the contest, the 5'8" junior guard, number 5. Dalton Phillips back into the contest, along with Vince Edwards, the 5'9" senior. He wears number 22. Also out on the floor for Payson Seymour is number 21, Jack. I'm hoping you've got him in the program because I don't have him on the card.
On which team?
Payson Seymour.
Well, I do not have a 21, I don't believe. Nope. We'll have to, Tyler Dashinsky likes to do that, so he becomes Bob Moore until we find out later.
Dalton Orrell also into the contest, number 25, the 6'1" senior guard for Payson Seymour.
We're going to have a Bob Moore on the other side, too, because they're going to put a 33 in, and I don't have one of those for Pleasant Hill. Tradition says if we don't know who it is, it's always Bob Moore.
Phillips gets the steal. He'll step out of bounds, though, and we'll head back the way of Pleasant Hill here. 4:26 left to go in our contest.
We put Bob Moore in the game a lot of times over the years, but only one Bob Moore ever scored 19 and a half. We didn't know his name.
With the basketball now, this is Workman. He'll get it in the hands of Barnes, and Lewis Barnes knocks it down from long range to the delight of the Wolves fans. 64-46 our score. Zanley with the basketball here for Payson Seymour. It's going to go down on the floor, body scooting for it, and it's going to go back the way of Pleasant Hill here with 4 minutes left to go.
Doug Elledge, one of my dearest friends for many years, and I'm only one of a few people who can say that, called that a 3. Even though the kid was straddling the line, so we'll get that replay and show it to him sometime because he doesn't make many mistakes.
That Northwestern Mutual replay, we love it. Workman drives in, gets caught at the short corner. Nowhere to go. Tries to get it back into the hands of Barnes. He'll fire one up from inside the arc. That one no good, and the rebound grabbed by Dalton Oral. Payson Seymour looking on their way into the consolation semifinals coming up. That'll be the 7 o'clock game coming up on Thursday evening. Liam Maddox is number 21 for Payson Seymour. Wolves make a couple of misses here. Coming up with it is Bowers. His shot up and good. Wes Bowers gets a 2 for Pleasant Hill, 64-48. And we're going to get a timeout from Tyler Dushinsky. We'll take it 2. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with the rest of this game here after this.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
64-48, the lead for Payson Seymour is 16 now. They were into the 22-24 point lead, but this second squad for Pleasant Hill has caused some trouble, and now Payson Seymour has returned their starters.
Schwartz will look to inbound the basketball into Barker. Now Schwartz will race down the middle of the court. Drives in. Nobody's going to stop him except he's going to get bumped hard there. And it looks like the foul is going to go against, well, we'll wait for the official to tell us. Looks like it may be Bowers.
I think it's Bowers.
No, it's number 33.
Did you get that one for us, John? Okay, we'll find out who 33 is here in a little bit. He's Bob Moore for a little bit, too. We could call him Tracy Ginnenbacher if we wanted to.
Blake Schwartz at the free throw line here for the Indians. First one up out of the senior's right hand is good for point number 65.
I've got 14 for him on the night shoe.
See Brian Sorrell hanging out way in the corner as well. Jack?
Well, he's refereed quite a few games this year already. Schwartz will try it again. 1 for 1 from the free throw line tonight. I bet you he can make a lot of them in a row if he gets a chance. He's got 15 now.
Had a great conversation with Brian Sorrell during the volleyball season when we were at Rushville Industry. As Bowers goes up with it, his shot no good. Just talked ad nauseum about getting that opportunity to officiate up at the state tournament and how much fun that was. Indians will have another turnover here, and it's right back to Pleasant Hill.
24 turnovers for them. Now into the game comes Landon Gooding.
Maddox Winchell back into the contest here for Pleasant Hill along with Brady Lowe.
If you know who 33 is for Pleasant Hill, send us a chat on that real quick, would you? People sometimes help us with that.
Sometimes. We all need a little help from our friends. With the basketball now, it's Winchell between the legs. Into the right side, into the hands here of Colin Barrowman, who has checked in. He's number 0. Pleasant Hill steps on the end line as Winchell gets a foot there. It'll go back to Payson Seymour with 2:50 left to go here. Ball stolen away now. Really nice effort here by this second string for Pleasant Hill. Little ball fake. 33 goes up with it. No good.
Bob Moore.
Bob Moore.
Payson's got 25 seconds on the shot clock, but they're not going to take advantage of that. Schwartz is going to shoot a 3 instead.
Schwartz will knock down another triple on the evening.
It's not 48. Or is it? Or is
That's
it?
what we've got.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
3 ball no good from Winchell. Just a couple of minutes left to go in this one as Payson will advance to those consolation semifinals. They'll take on the winner of Carrollton and Camp Point Central coming up here next, and a 3 ball up and good for Landon Gooding. Payson Seymour's racked up 72 points on the evening. Stolen away now. Here come the Indians with it. It's Gooding. Up with a layup and good, and Landon Gooding's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line.
He'll get the and one. It'll be 74-48, and a host of Payson Seymour players coming back in. Brady Lowe will pick up the foul, his first. Payson has no fouls in the fourth quarter. Free throw for Landon Gooding, who has 8 points on the night, and the 74-48 lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Gooding's shot is up, no good. The rebound comes off to Pleasant Hill, and that's Bowers.
Bowers on the run with it. He'll turn it over once again. They get it up court to Martin. Stops the block. Back up to Baker. Thinks about the three. The big man can knock him down. Sainley with the basketball. This is Baker. He'll fire one up. In and out of the rim. No good. Phillips with the rebound. He'll get the putback for Payson Seymour. 76-48. A minute and change left to go here in the contest. Trapped in the short corner, and now we're going to get a tie-up, and basketball will remain with the Wolves.
1:16 left. The only thing to determine is what the final score will be here from the Winchester Elementary School gymnasium.
That mullet of Drew Workman's just flows left to right when he runs down the court. That is a work of art. Goodness gracious.
For a guy that used to have hair, he likes the hair, guys.
Brocklow is number 33 in the Pleasant Hill program. And we're going to get a foul here in the backcourt as that's going to go against Maddox Winchell.
Winchell's first, team fifth. Free throws to be shot. I'm going to try to get him written in. 33 is Brocklow. Another one of the low boys.
Ransom Zanley will be at the free throw line here for the Indians. The junior eyes up the first here as the crowd gets awfully quiet in the Winchester Elementary Gymnasium. Penne pasta, the meal of choice tonight up in the hospitality room if you were curious, if you're on hospitality watch. Second one up from Zanley is good.
First point of the night for him.
A minute and change left here as Pleasant Hill will exit the week early. Payson Seymour lives to fight another day here.
Zenley's going to pick up the foul, his first, team first. Back in the days when I worked with Jerry Simons, you know what he'd say on that? Quit fouling. He would say that a lot. He didn't like people fouling when a game was already decided.
Low drives in. Bounce pass with 45 seconds left to go here.
Double dribble.
Double dribble, and we'll turn it right back over. The 41 left to go here.
31 turnovers for Pleasant Hill, 25 for Payson. Got to be a tournament record.
We'll quickly wrap up things here on the Logan Agri-Service post-game show, and we'll get you ready for Carrollton taking on Camp Point Central next. Stolen away now. Shot up and good for Brady Lowe.
Brady Lowe said thanks for the assist to the Payson boys.
They'll get the basketball into Phillips. He's going to outrace everybody in a quick toss down to Martin. He'll pass it up, gives it to Baker. Ashton Baker gets a quick extra 2 in the scorebook tonight as Jordan Martin gives up the 2 points. Shot clock off here with 20 seconds left to go. High layup, try no good. Baker will grab the rebound for Payson Seymour. And it's a loose ball once again. Zanley with 10 seconds left to go here. And we'll see if anybody wants to let up until the final horn. 2 seconds, 1, and that's going to wrap it up here for our first ball game of the night. We have reached the Logan Agri-Service post-game show where Payson Seymour defeats Pleasant Hill 79-50. We're back with final stats and more your way coming up after this.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Payson defeats Pleasant Hill 79-50 in our first contest of the night. You have reached the Logan Agri-Service postgame show with the locations in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris in Missouri. Give Ed's team a call at 217-833-2375 for Logan Agri-Service as we get ready to name our Derek Harris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Player of the Game. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why he proudly sponsors the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. Well, you know what? I liked Nick Boone's effort tonight. I like to see the big guy get some points, grabbed his normal rebounds, a big presence on the defensive side. It's all Nick Boone as Jack Hull's got the final number.
Okay, 30-63 for Payson, 44%, 13 of 24 from the arc, 58, 9 of 21 free throws, 43%. Blake Swartz had 18, but Lane Barker had 23. They'll be our highlight players. Pair of guys with 8, Landon Gooding and Brody Deeker. 4 points for Dalton Phillips on the night, 2 for Ashton Baker, a single point Connor Howell, and 11 for Boone to go with 7 boards on the night. On the Pleasant Hill side, Barnes had 13. That's Levi Barnes. Brody Dolbear had 11. 4 for Brady Lowe, 6 for Lane Hubbard, 2 for Wes Bowers, 2 for Jack Fessler. Carter Jones had 5 on the evening. Final score in this one, 79-50.
We'll wrap this up real quick. We'll be right back with more high school basketball from the Winchester Invitational Tournament. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports.